Hey, Warren Eckstein here, answering some more questions from listeners. This one comes from David DiStefano. Good morning. I have a 6-month-old mini Bernedoodle, which is a combination of a Bernese Mountain Dog and obviously a doodle. She's very smart and quick learner. Here comes the but. There's always a but, guys. She loves to dig in the dirt. Sometimes when on our couch, she does the digging action on the space between the cushions. What can we do? Well, there's many reasons that dogs dig. First of all, dogs have scent glands on the bottom of their paws. So very often, they'll use that to put their scent down as a territorial claim. But there are many, many other reasons that could cause that as well. First of all, dogs have a denning instinct, and there are certain instinctive behaviors that stay with them. So very often, if you have a dog that's digging on the couch, it's kind of that setting up a den. That's kind of one of the things they would do it for. Sometimes, if you're a sloppy eater like me, you may drop food under there, and they may be digging for that food as well. Sometimes it's boredom. But here's something a lot of people don't think about. Not that common, but not that uncommon. Dogs, even though they're spayed, can go through what we call a false pregnancy. And if a dog is going through a false pregnancy, what often they'll do is they'll dig trying to make that instinctive den for the eventual puppies that are never going to come because it is said it's a false pregnancy. And it is a female dog, so I'm reading that as well. So what can you do about it? First of all, understand that dogs have to dig. It's kind of their instinctive behavior. So what I've done with my own dogs, and I recommend people do this with their dogs, is don't try to stop instinctive behavior. Try to direct it in the right direction. So for example, if you were to go into my backyard right now, there's 2 kiddie pools. In the kiddie pools, they're filled with dirt and sand. And what I've done is I've taken some of the dog's favorite toys, I put them in those little kiddie pools, and I go in there and tease the dog and dig. And every couple of days, I change the toys in there. So now, when my dogs go outside or they need to get that digging out of them, what they'll do is they'll go into the yard, they'll go to one of those pools, and they'll dig. It's kind of like their doggy sandbox. That's important to remember. A lot of trainers recommend if you have a dog that's digging on the couch, just keep him off the furniture. I love my dogs on the furniture. We enjoy watching Yellowstone together. So what am I going to do? A couple of things. Number one is if you overreact to the dog digging, it's only going to create more of a situation where the dog's going to dig. He's getting attention for it, and dogs react to negative or positive attention. So if you see the dog digging, what I would do is bring him outside and put him into one of those kiddie pools and go in there with him and dig a little bit and have fun. Encourage him to dig here and not on the couch. Sometimes in extreme cases, and I've had extreme cases, it could be that the nails hurt, they're too long, so make sure those are done properly. In one extreme situation that I was working on years ago where the dog was kind of digging on the couch, what I ultimately did, and there's so many different things you can do, is I took some double stick tape and I put the double stick tape in the crack where the dog was digging. The dog went to dig a couple of times and the double stick tape is like doggy fly paper, doesn't hurt him, didn't like it, and that resolved the issue. The most important thing that you can do to stop your dog from digging is not try to stop your dog from digging. Give him ample places where he can dig. Don't overreact if he's digging on the couch. Take him outside or another area. Let him dig where he's supposed to dig. And again, this false pregnancy, it doesn't come up that often, but it does come up. And very often people don't understand that when they have a female dog, again, it's spayed, it could go through this false pregnancy. They might hide and collect their toys, but in some cases, that instinctive digging will take place. So this is not a big problem. You need to be consistent. Make sure the dog is getting plenty of exercise, plenty of mental stimulation. Give the dog the opportunity to dig in several other areas outside. Extreme cases, that double stick tape may work, but you know what? Sometimes just telling your dog, this is not the place to dig. Let me show you outside where it is to dig. That can resolve the issue for you. And again, it's up to you. Some people don't like their dogs on the furniture. Me, it's my house. It's my dog's house. We enjoy the couch together, but they don't dig on my couch. So, David, remember that it's not a big problem. She's very, very bright. And remember, a lot of people say, well, she's not that smart, stupid dog. The more intelligent the dog is, the smarter a dog is, and a Bernedoodle, pretty bright. Sometimes the more difficult it is to train them. It's kind of like the bright quid that says, why is the sky blue, Daddy? Why is the sky blue? So remember, exercise, mental stimulation. I would take this dog and I would get it into some advanced training as well. She's only 6 months old. She's still a baby. So give her plenty of opportunity. Start your education right now. Teach her right from wrong and establish an alphabet with her. Right now, I don't want to hear no, 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 no. If you find her digging, you can say no once. That's not the place to dig, and then take her to where she should be digging. This problem will resolve itself, and you, I promise you and your Bernedoodle, you don't give me your name, but you and your Bernedoodle will be watching TV together in no time. Thanks for the question, Dave. I hope this helped you out a bit.